handicap stakes. The Good Biscuit just a little bit slow to go. Good start by D Flawless, who's the first to begin. It just takes time, has got a prominent sit. So too has Federal Envoy in black and red to the inside, just taking a bit of a tug. Tucked in behind those is Desert Falcon as they race towards the end of the backstretch. Arecibo is next. Darkness races deep on the course from Liamarty Dreams, and they're followed by Valentine Catcher to the inside as they leave the backstretch.
Fully matched.
Ray is well back, so is Consult. Probe is second last, and the Good
Fully
matched at the
matched.
back of the 12-runner field as they take the turn and head back towards the home straight, past halfway and leveling off.
Fully matched. Fully matched.
In the beige and black, to It Just Takes Time in the red and blue towards the near side. Right behind those, Arecibo to the inside rail is followed by Desert Falcon, who's trying to pick up towards the near side. Darkness is just in behind the pace as well. Kept going is Federal Envoy towards the far side.
Fully matched.
Flawless now tackled by Desert Falcon.
Fully matched.
Through. It just takes time to the near side. Darkness is trying to power over the top. Probe is getting going fast and late as well. Desert Falcon to the far side. Here's Darkness beginning to blast home in the centre. Darkness and Danny Tudhope looking for the double inside the final half. Far side, Desert Falcon trying to fight back, but Darkness goes on to score to Desert Falcon. It just takes time.
Market suspended. Market in play.
Is the slowest of them to get into stride as they begin to settle down with the distinguishing white cap Boyfriend, and also white cap on the right of Crown Board. Epictetus in black and white colours behind those. You can see the blue of EPT's Guard just about in fourth place, followed by Dutch Decoy. Mauve and black colours the best turned out winner. Then the yellow and black stripes of My Cloud. He'll be halfway down the field early on. Off to the right, a red cap of English Oak is with him.
Fully
Off to
matched.
the left,
Fully
red and
matched.
yellow is Kingdom Come.
Fully
Guitar
matched.
Kitchen, light blue and brown is with him. Classic red and green cap is with Ancient Rome in pink and green colours at the rear of the field. They get to halfway and Boyfriend's got into a 2 or 3 length lead here. Crown Board and Kingdom Come wide apart, second and third. EPT's Guard behind those, then Dutch Decoy. Off to the right, the white face of My Cloud from English Oak, and tracking those two is Classic. Towards the left, Epictetus, the black and white is behind Kingdom Come, and then Kitaro Kitsch and Ancient Rome. But it's still Boyfriend at the 2 furlong pole with the lead. Kingdom Come moving into second. On the right, here's My Cloud eating up the ground now to throw down the challenge. Then EBT's Guard is still there with a big chance. Behind those is Classic running on, but in the same colours as him. Boyfriend still got the lead. Can My Cloud catch him? And EPT's Guard is there with a chance as well, and it's still in front. Boyfriend as they race towards the line, being joined by My
Fully
Cloud.
matched.
My Cloud and Boyfriend tight between them.
Market
EPT's Guard
suspended.
behind him in third position, and Kingdom Come is in fourth.
Market suspended. Market in play.
Those who were drawn quite low, and the one who came out worse there was Fiscal Policy, rather than meeting the sandwich between Eminency and also Imperial Guard. Early speed on the far side with Northcliffe. Also right up there is Royal Musketeer, and so too the Great Eminency there, then being followed by Fiscal Policy and Imperial Guard.
Fully
Also
matched.
on that far side group is Kiwano.
Fully
The
matched.
group on the near side headed by Rebel Path. With that one is Batal.
Fully matched.
And Abraham Gold is the overall back marker, and now they've got 3 furlongs to go. The leader over on the far side is Northcliffe, leading towards the near side Rebel Path as the 2 groups now come together. Northcliffe and Eminency the first 2, Royal Musketeer and then Rebel Path. Abraham Gold now begins to unwind towards the near side. Down between horses, Imperial Guard has every chance. Fiscal Policy is right over on the far side, down into the dipper, for and a half to go, and it is Rebel Path on the near side who now has the overall lead, with Imperial Guard and Fiscal Policy continuing to stay on, but on the near side, Rebel Path still has the lead, racing up towards the line. Rebel Path to win.
Set. They're off. Mile and a
Market
quarter for a
suspended.
start. They leave here for the children.
Market
Bury
in
Stud
play.
Phyllis Trial. Very pale jacket of Binterberg. The orange sleeves of Killin Queen. Either side of Wonder Star are the trio that
Fully
lead.
matched.
Ecstatic is in fourth position with Revoir and Winter's Song, the next pair of runners. Like a Lot in the black and white up on the outside. Cecilia Star towards the rear of the field with Protest. They turn out of the back straight, and best turned out winner Killin Queen strides along by a good length and a half. Bintabua running in second place. Green sleeves, a red cap of Wonder Star is around the outside of Revoir. Green jacket and white cap who's taken third on the rail as they turn down the side of the course. Ecstatic in blue and orange is just ahead of Winter Song in the all blue colours. San Gazelle, white and green, moves along in about 7th position at the moment, very narrowly ahead of Cecilia Star. The last pair of Protest in red, white and blue, and in black and white like a lot. But they come to the halfway stage and the turn into the home straight. Killing Queen continues to lead by around about 1 length. Bintabua in second, Wonder Star and Revoir together in 3rd and 4th places. Ecstatic and Winter Song are together in 5th and 6th places, and then just the orange cap of Cecilia Star ahead of the green and white stripes of San Gazelle. Protest in red moves up the running rail, like a lot in black and white has moved to the left towards the outside. They're heading down now below the 3 furlong pole, and Killing Queen and Bintabua are still the pair in front.
Fully matched.
Revoir's right in behind them. Wonder Star
Fully
is
matched.
next. The blue Winter Song begins a challenge. And now
Fully
San
matched.
Gazelle, one from the left, has moved out to clear daylight. Protest in the red still goes for
Fully
the run up
matched.
the running rail. But Killing Queen is still the leader.
Fully
They
matched.
approach the final furlong. San Gazelle, Revoir and Protest are all coming in hot pursuit. Killing Queen
Fully
still
matched.
has the lead. 100 yards to go. Nearest to us, San Gazelle. Between the pair is Revoir. It's still Killing Queen in front, joined on the line though by Revoir.
Market
San Gazelle
suspended.
was next, and
moved into second ahead of Arctic Skua as they take the first of 2 down the back. A mistake there from Arctic Skua, who's now dropped to the tail of the field, having been passed by Tona Law. 3 left to jump. Here's the final one down the back. Aspire Tower in tight that time. Foxy Girl in second, and then Tona Law, and they've quickly left behind Arctic Skua, who's trailing now at the back. Down the hill they come then, with around about 3.5 furlongs left to go. 2 fences to take. Good long run before they get to the first of them in the straight. Aspire Tower from Foxy Girl. 2.5 lengths off them, and still appearing to have a little bit left is Tona Law, clear of Arctic Skua. Continuing on this long run into the home straight. Aspire Tower just being asked for a bit more now by Dara O'Keefe. Foxy Girl is being niggled along in second. A look over the shoulder from Shane O'Callaghan on Tona Law in third as they swing in, and Aspire Tower leads by about 3 to Foxy Girl and Tona Law as they clear that one. Aspire Tower from Tona Law, who's come through to take second from Foxy Girl. Arctic Skua at the back of the field. Aspire Tower is over the final fence from Tona Law. Foxy Girl in third, and on the run in, kept up to his work here, Aspire Tower, with a buffer of about 4 lengths. That's going to be another winner for informed Dara O'Keefe. Aspire Tower makes just about all to beat Tona Law. Good run in second.
Market suspended.
Foxy Girl in third, and last to the fourth.
Okay, and last one's going in. Here we go.
Kentucky River moves up. They're in the gate. And they're off.
Market
They're
suspended.
over the straight mile
Market
and a quarter.
in play.
3 rolls in the win, £1 million with BetMGM Golden Goals handicap. And through the very early stages towards the near side, Venezuelan is in the front wave. Between horses is Bryant, and over on the far side, Squire's Treaty, and that's the leading trio. And they're then being followed to the near side by String of Pearls. She races alongside Whitechapel Road and also Mighty Boy, and they're in a dispute of 4th, 5th and 6th. And the last trio, Kentucky River, at the back of the pack, together with Chesney's Charm, and the overall back marker is Best Adventure. They're now racing on towards the
Fully matched.
3/4 of a mile. It's Venezuelan to the near side, who just has a slender lead, but taken on all
Fully
the way
matched.
by Bryant, and just drifting off that battle for the lead. In third is Squire's Treaty. In 4th place is String of Pearls alongside Whitechapel Road and also Mighty Boy.
Fully matched.
Chesney's Charm, and Chesney's Charm is alongside Best Adventure, who's already just been niggled along to try and close, and Kentucky River still at the back of the field. They're still very tight. Bunched indeed, and now they're racing on towards the final 3 furlongs. Once again, we'll get the split as they go by the camera at the 3 furlong pole, and it is Bryant now.
Fully matched.
Spearheads the field.
Fully
Moves
matched.
on by 3 parts of a length. Venezuelan now moves through into second with the yellow cap. Over on the far side is Squire's Treaty.
Fully
Kentucky
matched.
River is travelling well, but looking for a bit of racing room.
Fully
On the far
matched.
side, Best Adventure is also staying on really well, as now they race down into the bottom of the dip with a furlong and a half to go. Best Adventure on the far side, Venezuela on the near side, but wandering all over the course. Squire's Treaty is right there between them, and these three now kick clear of the rest. Inside the final half furlong, it is Best Adventure and Venezuelan who continues to hang his chance away, straight and true. Best Adventure wins.
Market
Venezuelan in
suspended.
second, and in third, Squire's Treaty.
That's it all in, and they're ready. They're off. A race over a mile. The red and
Market
white of
suspended.
Rogue Diplomat is
Market
the slowest of the
in
runners
play.
away from the start. And as they get going, the yellow cap of Happy Banner, one of the first to show. Off towards extreme left, Roman Centurion is preceded by General Admission, and the others coming over to join those, led by Happy Banner. Naki, blue and white on the cap, be about 4th or 5th at the moment. Solar Army in black and pink is alongside. Then Gilet, then Rogue Diplomat in red and white colours. Way at the back, Regalia,
fully
the dark
matched.
jacket, white epaulets,
Fully
is
matched.
being company with Well Enough in the pink and blue colours. And at this stage, Dante's Lad, who won the Best Turned Out award, is the back marker as General Admission strides on down to the halfway stage. He's got them well strung out. He leads by a length and a half. Happy Banner in the yellow cap, the red then to Roman Centurion off to the left. These
Fully
two in
matched.
second and third places. Royal Blow is Nakib showing in 4th to then Solar Army. From Rogue Diplomat, Regalia in extreme right, Gilet coming with that. Dante's Lad is next, and with those is Well Enough at the 2 furlong marker.
Fully
Admission,
matched.
Roman Centurion, Happy Banner, Nakib, one from the right putting in a challenge. Gilet furthest from us. Solar Army behind those. Dante's Lad is picking off rivals now as Nakib comes down to the final furlong. From Solar Army is in front nearest to us, and Gilet is there as well, running towards a line now.
Fully matched.
Gilet in the black and green from Solar Army in the black and pink colours. Nakib being pulled up. It's Solar Army going through to win. To Gilet in second position. Regalia was by
front from Carmers. On the outside is Butterfly Wings. Then What's Your Game, Delta, Bonnie Moon, and Medici Venus dropped in at the back. Circuit in front of them, it's Umala, first up to the bend from Carmers, followed by Butterfly Wings, and 4th is What's Your Game, with the back 3 Delta, Medici Venus, and Bonnie Moon relegated to be last of the 7. 10 furlongs to go as they turn down into the back straight. The leader is Umala and Colin Keane, shifting on now by 3 to Carmers, Billy Lee just second from What's Your Game and Ben Cohen. Knocked back into 4th, Butterfly Wings and Wayne Lorden. Racing together next, Medici Venus, Gavin Ryan and Delta, Declan McDonough, with the back marker Bonnie Moon and Chris Hayes. A little over a mile to go, continuing down the back straight. In front is Umala by a couple of lengths to Carmers, edging second from What's Your Game, and then Butterfly Wings, Medici Venus is to behind, Delta and Bonnie Moon. Down they go towards the 7. Almost at the halfway stage in the EBF Yates Stakes, it's Umala with the reduced advantage of just over a length from Carmers, and then What's Your Game, Butterfly Wings, Medici Venus on the inside of Delta with the back marker turning off the back straight, Bonnie Moon. Umala as of yet to be headed, leads by a length and a half to Carmers, then What's Your Game, Butterfly Wings in 4th, then Medici Venus, Delta, and last of all is Bonnie Moon. Less than 5 furlongs to go. It's Umala maintaining an advantage of a length over Carmers, and neck back to in 3rd, What's Your Game. A little bit closer in 4th, albeit nudged along Butterfly Wings. Then Medici Venus, Delta and Bonnie Moon. They straighten with 3.5 furlongs to go. It's Umala from Carmers on the outside, followed by What's Your Game.
Fully matched.
Butterfly Wings
Fully matched.
shaken up. Then Medici Venus, who's onto the heels of the leaders. To the outside is Delta with the back marker detached is Bonnie Moon. 2.5
Fully
furlongs
matched.
to go. Umala with driven up one out from the rail. Carmers coming at them as Butterfly Wings, and then What's Your Game. Delta to the outside of Medici Venus. Left behind is Bonnie Moon, and Carmers hits the front, racing to the final furlong, being followed by What's Your Game. Weakening is Umala, then Delta, Medici Venus and Butterfly Wings, but it's Carmers in front by 2.5 to What's Your Game and Delta, as Carmers improves again to make it 2 out of 2, wins the 8. Second is What's Your
Mark
Game.
Walk on High is very much on his toes at the moment, up by the rail, keen to get on with things. It's a pretty warm evening here. Won't be too much longer. These 4 runners are about to be called in. That's it. And they're off.
Mark
The
it
final
in play.
furlong Stag Novices Hurdle, 2 miles and 4 furlongs this time. They'll jump
Fully
10
matched.
flights of hurdles. First one comes up pretty quickly. Ilay Dancing Spirit and At Ammangan Bridge are the first 2, without slightly wider
Fully matched.
Knightsbridge, with Walk on High at the back of the 4. Knightsbridge a bit chancy at that. Walk on High was a little bit short of room as well, as they head over towards flight number 2, and they're pretty
Fully
well
matched.
The brakes being very much applied by Richie McClernand on Ilay Dancing Spirit. As a result, the others all pack up in behind and they crawl up towards flight number 2. At Mangan Bridge in second place, Knightsbridge out very wide, absolutely dawdling along here. Walk on High is on the inside, so this is the second flight of hurdles. Ilay Dancing Spirit then leads, led by a couple of lengths to At Mangan Bridge. He's having his first start under rules today.
Fully
Knightsbridge
matched.
first start out, purple jacket of Kevin Brogan, one of
Fully
two in the race
matched.
for the O'Neills, who also
Fully
trained
matched.
the leader here, Ilay Dancing Spirit. Back of the 4 is the hot favourite Walk on High, the black and yellow hoop jacket of Rex Dingle, trainer Harry Fry, seeking back-to-back winners here. So they've cleared the first 2. This very, very long run towards the home straight and flights 3, 4 and 5. Ilay Dancing Spirit has the lead from in second place at Mangan Bridge. Then in third is Knightsbridge. At the back of the 4, Walk on High, who was an easy winner at Newton Abbot last time. And the 4 runners begin the swing into the straight. They've gone very, very slow tempo so far in this race. It's been dictated by Richie McClernand on Ilay Dancing Spirit. Within second place at Mangan Bridge. The other 2 tucked in behind. This is the third flight of hurdles they negotiate. Walk on High, Rex Dingle's up against the rail. Horse wears a noseband alongside Knightsbridge and Kevin Brogan. Flight number 4 will be next up. The
Fully
home
matched.
straight is Ant Stanway final furlong Stag Novices Hurdle. Wish Ant well for the big day in August as they now clear the middle flight up the home straight. Leader gave that plenty of air.
Fully matched.
Ilay Dancing Spirits, and leads by a couple of lengths to At Mangan Bridge and Harry Reid in second position. Walk on High, who's sticking to the rail, and Knightsbridge out wider. Flight number 5 will be the final flight in a circuit's time. Leader just came out of the hands of Richie McClernand, but got from A to B okay. Richie has a look at the big screen to see where the other 3 are in behind. Ilay Dancing Spirit leads by just over a length. Again, the brakes being applied, and the other 3 all close up and taking a pull around the bend at Mangan Bridge, with Walk on High up against the rail and Knightsbridge at the back of the 4. What a tactical affair here from Richie McClernand on the leader, Ilay Dancing Spirit. Applied the brakes on a couple of occasions now as they go down the far side for the final time, just passing their starting points. Ilay Dancing Spirit then leading, the other 3 tightly grouped in behind. Out wider at Mangan Bridge. Walk on High is in behind as
fully matched.
The best jump by Ilay
Fully
Dancing
matched.
Spirit, but managed to get over okay at the end. Out wider is Knightsbridge of the
Fully matched.
other run at the back. Walk on High, and the 4 now covered by about a length and a half.
Fully matched.
One more to take down the far side. They'll begin the climb towards it now. Ilay Dancing Spirit and At Mangan Bridge, little between these 2, and the other 2 tucked right in behind Knightsbridge and Walk on High. 4 from the finish, and that particular flight at Mangan Bridge was a little bit ponderous.
Fully matched.
Knightsbridge just lost a little bit of ground at it.
Fully matched.
Slightly blindsided by the leaders, but that's been okay overall. The 4 runners are still only covered by about 2.5 lengths at this stage.
Fully
Ilay
matched.
Dancing Spirit leading. For in second place at Mangan Bridge, then in third up against that rail still Walk on High. The back of the 4 Knightsbridge. All 4 though still appear to be going okay, so begin the turn towards home, and it's Ilay Dancing Spirit back in the lead again under Richie McClernand. At Mangan Bridge on the outside of Walk on High, and then at the back of the 4 Knightsbridge.
Fully matched.
Half a mile to go, 3 flights to jump.
Fully
Ilay Dancing
matched.
Spirit leads from at Mangan Bridge.
Fully
right in
fully
behind
matched.
Walk on High, then Knightsbridge, 3 from the finish. Clearing that
Fully
flight,
matched.
Ilay Dancing Spirit just winding it up, Richie McClernand, but Walk on High still travels well in second place. Then comes Atmang and
Fu-
Bridge in
fully
third,
matched.
and Knightsbridge, so 2 to go. Ilay Dancing
Fully
Spirits.
matched.
Here comes Walk on High.
Fully
Now moving
matched.
alongside, 2 from the finish, but still Ilay Dancing Spirit led though over that flight by 3 parts of a length. Walk on High now been shaken up in second. Then Atmang and Bridge
Fully
in third,
matched.
followed by Knightsbridge,
Fully
Ilay Dancing
matched.
Spirit and Walk on High, little between them. The final flight coming up then, and they jump it. Both jumped it well. Walk on
Fully
High
matched.
though, just accelerated away. That's slightly quicker. Now moves towards the rail, and Walk on High is staying on strongest of all under Rex Dingle. A double for Harry Fry. And one there for the Highland
Market
Walkers.
suspended.
In second place, Ilay Dancing.
Burton handicap chase, 2 circuits ahead of Bumpy
Market,
Evans in the green
market
jacket.
in
Just going
play.
on in the early stages from the dark edge as they jump fence number 1. Carrickmorner Rowan was out wide towards the centre. Another Lord in the red with a yellow diamond just behind Mrs. Tabitha. Yes and Yes is the grey on the inside, walking the walk in the orange towards the outside as they arrive at the second fence.
Fully
Bumpy Evans
Fully
exuberantly
matched.
in the lead and building an advantage. From in second, Carrickmorner Rowan on the outside of the
Fully
racing
matched.
newcomer, the dark edge. Quickly on to the next one, an open ditch.
Fully
Bumpy Evans
matched.
is safely over. Carrickmorner Rowan and the dark edge disputing second. Then another Lord
Fully
to
matched.
the outside of the blinkered Mrs. Tabitha. Yes and Yes on the inside of Walking the Walk. Heading on down the far side then, on their way to the back straight. And Bumpy Evans, on a hat-trick of wins here, is clear. Clear by a good 10 lengths from the dark edge on the inside of Carrickmorner Rowan. Another good leap by the leader. Another Lord back in fourth, followed by Mrs. Tabitha. Yes and Yes and Walking the Walk. On towards the next. Bumpy Evans and David Noonan. Over, just brush through the top this time. And soon on to the next. Bumpy Evans comes into
Fully matched.
and that was a little bit better from the dark
Fully
edge.
matched.
And Yes and Yes has moved up on the inside.
Fully matched.
Morna Rowan wider, another Lord. Then Mrs. Tabitha and Walking the Walk. Last in the back straight, and Bumpy Evans is well clear, jumping that one, but a long way to go as they turn now towards home on the first circuit. And Bumpy Evans side on, look at the lead, it's got to be 15, getting on for 20 lengths at the moment. Bumpy Evans as they run towards the 2 fences in the home straight, clear of the dark edge. Carrickmorner Rowan. Then Yes and Yes on the inside of another Lord, Walking the Walk, and Mrs. Tabitha at the next. Bumpy Evans over and remains well clear. Moving on towards fence number 9 and coming to the end of their first circuit. Over again, Bumpy Evans. Not so far clear though. The dark edge and Carrickmorner Rowan leading the chasing pack. Then another Lord on the outside. Danny McMenamin replacing Brian Hughes on another
Fully
Lord.
matched. Fully
Yes and
fully
Yes on the
matched.
inside. Then Mrs. Tabitha and Walking
Fully
the Walk.
matched.
Well, Bumpy Evans endeavouring to increase that advantage again in front of the enclosures. And on towards the next. Bumpy Evans extends once again, and it's a big lead, brushes through that one from the dark edge over in Morna Rowan. Another Lord well in touch in that leading. Moving on to the next, Bumpy Evans. Oh, that didn't get very high that time, and a mistake
Fully
from
matched.
another Lord
Fully matched.
clouted it. Bumpy Evans' lead is reduced
Fully
slightly
matched.
again. Carrickmorner Rowan, the dark
Fully
edge,
matched.
another Lord.
Fully
Jumping
matched.
The next.
Fully
And
matched.
behind these, Yes and Yes,
Fully
Mrs.
matched.
Tabitha and Walking the Walk. So still Bumpy Evans then. It's about 5 lengths now. Carrickmorner Rowan has gone through the race quite nicely for Jonathan Burke in the cheek pieces for the first time. The Noel Feely Syndicate colours on the inside of another Lord who made that blunder a couple of fences back. They're chased by Yes and Yes. The dark edge is now being pushed along. Then Mrs. Tabitha and Walking the Walk. On towards the next fence.
from Another Lord now to second and gone there. The Dark Edge has fallen with Lily Pinchin. The Dark Edge out of the race and down towards the next fence. It's Bumpy Evans from Another Lord in second. Bumpy Evans coming in to take it, has led all the way so far. Another Lord. One that's made ground is Mrs. Tabitha. Then Yes and Yes is now on the outside from Walking the Walk. Carrickmorna Rowan has dropped away pretty tamely. Bumpy Evans leads, but only by about 2 to 3 lengths over Mrs. Tabitha, who moves into second under Toby Wynn as they go on towards
Fully
the third
matched.
last. Bumpy Evans comes in to take it away to the right from Mrs. Tabitha, second Another Lord. Then Yes and Walking the Walk, and Carrickmorna Rowan is being pulled up. They're strung
Fully
up
matched.
again. Bumpy Evans putting them to the sword here. 4 or 5 lengths clear of Mrs. Tabitha. Another Lord chasing hard back in third. The others are well beaten off, headed by Yes and Walking the Walk. And now they head towards the second last, and Bumpy Evans has led all the way right from the
Fully
outset,
matched.
at times as much as 15 and 20 lengths clear, and over this one.
Fully
Great
matched.
form, this horse, and they're really struggling to get on terms. David Noonan just wakes him up again, chasing in second Another Lord, then Mrs. Tabitha down to the final fence. Can Bumpy Evans clear it? All he's got to do, over. Another Lord still gives chase in second, but 4, 5 lengths to make up on the run for home. Bumpy Evans from Another Lord and racing up towards the line. Bumpy Evans. It was a one-horse show, this race. Bumpy Evans makes it all. From in second Another Lord.
Market suspended.
This is his flag. Nevenden having to be urged forward. Going in a little quick, too quick. Nevenden forward, and Nay Bother is routed, and also Lahire to the 4, Green Rock Abbey as they go to the first fence. And over that one, Lahire towards the inside. Flash in the Park is handy as well. And this is the one that goes on now. Flash in the Park from Lahire with J. Troller outside of the leader. Flash in the Park, Green Rock Abbey, and side then Lahire on the inside now. The amount of William Maggs replacing Brian Hughes. Barranco, the heavily backed favourite, is held up on the inside in the blue and red jacket, followed by Famoso, and Nevenden is the back marker. Heading up the straight towards
Fully
the
matched.
next plain fence with just over a circuit to go, and Flash in the Park on the inside.
Fully matched.
Of J. Tro La Classe. Then Lahire back on the inner in the check jacket. Green Rock Abbey was over in 4th place. Famoso next from Intrepid Sud. And then behind those Barranco. First run for the Greenall Guerriero combination today. And at the back is Nevenden. So a circuit to cover. Turning now in front of the enclosure from J. Troller Class in second, Lahire on the inside of Green Rock Abbey. Moving on to this on the outside, Intrepid Sud just behind Green Rock Abbey, and then Nevenden in last place. Across to the next, Flash in the Park, and Robbie Dunn comes in to take it. Jumps it fluently and building a lead now of 5 lengths to J. Troller Class in second. Green Rock Abbey on the outside, Intrepid Sud, and on the inside Lahire. No move from Barranco at all at this stage of the race. Jumping the next, though he put it in a good jump there under Toby Wynn. So into a left-hand turn, and Flash in the Park is out clear by 7 or 8 lengths. J. Troller Class in second. Green Rock Abbey is third. Lahire is fourth. Then Famoso. And then the punted towards the next plain fence. The lead possibly just eroded a little bit, jumping maybe 4 lengths to J. Troller Class. And then for lighter blue hoops on the sleeves. On the inside, Lahire. Barranco's just in behind them. Looks to be travelling quite well, jumping the next. And then Green Rock Abbey on the outside.
Fully matched.
Nevenden and Intrepid Sud as they go on to
Fully
one more.
matched.
And then the last one in the back straight after that one. Flash in the Park, nearly joined now by Troller Class. Barranco coming through into third place with Green Rock Abbey on the outside. Then Famoso between runners at the third last, and it was still just Flash in the Park, followed by J. Troller Class. Barranco has come from some way back in the field, travelling well to go onto the heels of these two leaders. Then Lahire to the inside of Green Rock Abbey, and Famoso trying to rally as well. J. Troller Class took it up, but is immediately challenged. To challenge on the outside of J. Troller Class. This is two out there coming to Barranco and J. Troller Class. There was very little in it on landing. Green Rock Abbey is back in third, then Barranco just going on now on the outside on the run down to the final fence, and Barranco has travelled strongly. Here's the last, needs a good jump and gets one. It's Barranco over from J. Troller Class. Then Intrepid Sud continues to run on. Barranco woken up on the run for home, but has a bit in hand here as the market move really suggested.
Market.
On to the 8th now from up on the outside, our Soldier. Duke Silver again, just a little bit sticky at that one, the previous course winner. But all still firmly in the mix here as they make the descent once more. It is Juniper Hill to an improving Mickey Cohen, who's now come right through to show just second ahead of our Soldier, and between those two then is Tranquil Sea. Further back then to the cheek pieces of Potter's Party. Helico Conti is out a bit wider. After these we have Kinturk Maggie, Southgate Avenue continuing to hug the inner, and then To the Wire and Duke Silver as they swing in. Facing up shortly to flights 9 and 10. And very little in at that time between the front two, Juniper Hill and Mickey Cohen. Now they reach the one that'll be the last next time. Juniper Hill and Mickey Cohen. These now building a lead of a couple of lengths over Our Soldier, who continues to race wide. Tranquil Sea right there as well. Then Potter's Party, To the Wire, Southgate Avenue,
Fully matched.
Custer's Mistake. Kinturk Maggie next with Duke Silver, and then Cullig, and no move yet from Birmingham, Alabama. They take the flight of hurdles away from the enclosure, and maybe just that time Mickey Cohen headed Juniper Hill. So Mickey Cohen it is to Juniper Hill, with the massed ranks in behind, led by the likes of Potter's Party, Our Soldier, and Tranquil Sea right there with To the Wire as they go over the next one. Mickey Cohen from Juniper Hill as they race well inside the final mile now. These two, a couple of lengths in advance of Potter's Party. Our Soldier still right there. After these, To the Wire with Tranquil Sea, Southgate Avenue, Helico Conti, and then Duke Silver
Fully
trying to
matched.
edge a bit closer with Custer's Mistake. Cullig is now starting to pick off a
Fully
few
matched.
rivals as Kinturk
Fully
Maggie
matched.
feels the pinch and drops towards the tail. Another one who's starting to struggle a touch is Tranquil Sea as they take the first of two down the back, where Cullig was just a little bit sketchy. Mickey Cohen then from Juniper Hill. These two dueling over the third last flight. The better jump came from Mickey Cohen. A mistake that time from the retreating Southgate Avenue. Down the hill they come then, inside the final half mile. In the centre, Mickey Cohen against the rail. Still there is Juniper Hill. Out wider is Our Soldier. After these is To the Wire. Potter's Party's come under pressure. Duke Silver is now starting to come into contention. And then a few lengths back to Custer's Mistake in Birmingham, Alabama. And these are clear of the remainder. They're about to turn their heads for home. Mickey Cohen and Juniper Hill now give way to the Wire and Our Soldier. And it's Our Soldier who might just lead them to two out. Down the outside, Duke Silver tries to launch a challenge. Our Soldier, though, will lead to the penultimate flight. Jumped it well. From in second place, Duke Silver. Then in third is To the Wire, but racing down to the final flight, it's Our Soldier who's asserting. Just flick the top of the last. Duke Silver in second. Back in third, running on well, is Birmingham, Alabama. It's Our Soldier from Duke Silver who's trying to close the gap. Has it down to a length, but Our Soldier's going to cling on. Our Soldier notches a breakthrough win over.
They're off.
Market.
With, after
Market
many days,
in play.
jumping off in front from Azza in second, and then Izzy's Grey on the outside of Heather Honey, and strolling along being restrained by Harry Skelton in the early stages. And the favourite is quite keen, in fact, though the pace looks pretty modest as they head towards the flight at the end of this part of the course. And after many days on the outside of hat-trick seeking Azza, Easy's Grey is wide of Heather Honey, the Newcastle winner, and then strolling along. So approaching their first flight, and Azza just landing in front there from After Many Days. Easy's Grey is in third place in the hands of
Fully matched.
Then Heather Honey and Peter Kavanagh, and strolling along.
Fully matched.
Colours of the late John Hales, worn by Harry Skelton, held up at the back.
Fully
in
matched.
Very early stages, strolling along, going off. The favourite around about 6-4, but there was money for Azza. Dropped down from about 9-2 to 15-8, so a big move for Azza, certainly in the final minutes before this race. And Azza is on the inside in the cheap pieces in the hands of Ryan Mania. At the next,
fully matched.
That well. The
Fully matched.
Mare Azza into the lead there from After Many Days.
Fully matched.
Then Easy's Grey in third. Heather Honey is on the inside.
Fully matched.
Strolling along. It's been a little bit keen, still restrained in last place. Moving on to the next. Azza on the inside of After Many Days. Heather Honey in the blue, pink spots, pink cap, the Sue Smith colours. Izzy's Grey on the outside and strolling along as they took the next one. And now about to turn into the home straight. Still well over a circuit in front of them. 2 miles and 7 furlongs the journey. 12 flights in all to be jumped. So still early days. And it's After Many Days.
Fully matched.
Up on the outside of Azza now. And then Izzy's
fully
Grey,
matched.
Heather Honey. And finally strolling along. And Harry Skelton still with his hands full on strolling along.
Fully matched.
For the 2 flights in the home straight this time. Azza and After Many Days. After Many Days touching down fractionally in front from Azza. Izzy's Grey on the outside, Heather Honey, and strolling along. This will be the last next time.
Fully matched.
After Many Days, and Sam Twiston Davis, who won the opener, so looking to bookend the card here. Azza on
fully matched.
The inside of After Many Days, and Heather Honey just tracking them. Izzy's Grey is fourth, passing the judge, and 3 lengths or so back to the favourite, strolling along. So they've completed a circuit of the course, and on this long run to the next flight, flight number 7, in our final race here at a very sunny Bangor-on-Dee. What a beautiful day it's been here. And After Many Days on the outside of Azza. Izzy's Grey, Heather Honey, and strolling along. Hardly any changes for a long time now as they move on towards this next flight. After Many Days, off bottom weight, Azza off top weight on the inside, jumped particularly well there. Then Izzy's Grey, Heather Honey waiting in the wings and
fully matched.
So about to swing a left-hander, and only about 3 or 4 lengths would cover the front 4 here. After Many Days from Azza, Izzy's Grey, Heather Honey, and strolling along as they head on towards the next flight of hurdles. Azza on the inside here has been in such good form on this 3-timer. Coming in to take it, has jumped mostly very well, but After Many Days has been fluent as well. Heather Honey's around the inside, then Izzy's Grey just getting a little bit of a push. No move from Harry Skelton yet on strolling along. He's had his hands full all the way as they move on towards the next. After Many Days, and Azza
fully matched,
landing as one, followed then by Heather Honey in third. Izzy's Grey is just struggling
fully matched,
now, strolling along behind
fully
her,
matched,
on towards
fully
3
matched,
out, and Azza on the inside of After Many Days,
fully matched,
and After Many Days together.
Fully matched.
Heather Honey third, strolling along. Well, what does Harry Skelton got under the bonnet here, beginning to make rapid headway, strolling along, goes past after many days, who's suddenly beating a retreat, and it's left to Heather Honey now to challenge.
Fully
Azza,
matched.
with strolling along, trying to reel them back, heading down to the final quarter mile, 2 flights left to jump.
Fully
Azza
matched.
on the inside
Fully
of
matched.
Heather Honey, strolling along, needs to find a little bit more. Back in third place at the second last, Heather Honey has taken it up. It's Heather Honey that lands in front from Azza in second, strolling along back in third, racing on down towards the final flight. Heather Honey and Peter Kavanagh for Sue Smith, and Joe Parkinson leads by a couple of lengths to
Fully
Azza
matched.
in second. Heather Honey at the last got in tight.
Fully
And
matched.
stumbled on landing. Good recovery, but Azza has half a chance. Heather Honey is galvanised again on the near side of Azza, and Heather Honey will prevail despite that desperate mistake of the
Market
loss.
suspended.
Azza second, strolling along back.
Rear of the field, and they have the finish in their sights with 4 furlongs left to go in the opener. V12 brings them back towards home then and leads from Legal Aid in second. Ocean Heights between that pair, just trying to make sure there's a bit of room between runners, pegged down on the inside. In behind them, Salwan closing up blue and orange. Fast Fred towards the outside, 1 from the left, and
Fully
Mariner
matched.
in the blue and yellow right
Fully
down
matched.
the outside. He's closing
Fully-
in as well.
fully
As
matched.
V12 brings
Fully
them back down
matched.
to the final quarter mile from Legal Aid. Mariner closing all the time, and Ocean Heights on the far rail is burrowing through. Then Fast Fred and Salwan left behind, racing back towards the furlong. Legal Aid and Ocean Heights do battle. V12 is keeping on between them, and Mariner asks for maximum effort on the outside, but it is Ocean Heights and Jack Dace who has the lead. V12 rallying again in second place. Legal Aid 1 pace in third, and it's Ocean Heights who goes on to win the first. From V12 in
Market.
second.
Market.
Out well,
Market
Sunrise on the
in
boy.
play.
And quickly asserts into a good 3-length advantage over Here's Hybrid. Dignam in third. Kibris on the inside of Light as Air with the final couple, Dakota Blue and Dalian Noir. Striding on by a widening 4 or 5 lengths, Sunrise on the Boyne.
Fully
Hybrid
matched.
second, and third is Dignam.
Fully
And
matched.
the next, Kibris.
Fully
Light as Air,
matched.
and then Dakota Blue and Dalian Noir. Order unchanged. Less than a mile to
Fully
go.
matched.
And the Royal County 3-year-old handicap. It's a premier over 10. The leader is Sunrise in the Boyne, but has a reduced advantage as his hybrid is closed up, followed by Dignam. Just shading the fourth as Light as Air from Kibris.
Fully
And
matched.
Dakota Blue and Dalian Noir. Down they go towards the end of the back straight.
Fully matched.
In the lead,
Fully
Sunrise in
matched.
the Boyne and Wesley Joyce. Tracked by his hybrid.
Fully matched.
Hayes. Third is Dignam and Declan McDonough. In fourth is Light as Air and Wayne Lorden. And then Kibris, Scott McCullough, Dakota Blue, Ben Cohn. And last of all is Dalian Noir and Gavin Ryan. Reaching the halfway stage, it's Sunrise in the Boyne. Gone back into a 4 lead over Here's Hybrid. 3.5 up on the third running Dignam, then Light as Air. Kibris next. And then Dakota Blue and Dalian Noir. In they come for the final 3.5 furlongs, the Royal County Handicap. And out in front is Sunrise in the Boyne from his hybrid. Third is Dignam. The first 3 still continue spaced out. Light as Air is nudged along in fourth, and Kibris, Dakota Blue and Dalian Noir. Down they come from the 3. Sunrise in the Boyne once more is coming back to his hybrid, and Dignam is closing, and then Light as Air. Dakota Blue makes ground on the outside. That's the chestnut with the white face. Then Kibris and Dalian Noir coming round them. Sunrise and the Boyne with a furlong to go from Dakota Blue and Light as Air, who are both coming hard at Sunrise and the Boyne, and then Dalian Noir. Up the hill they come. Sunrise and the Boyne from Dakota Blue and Light as Air. 50 yards to go. Sunrise on the Boyne on the far side of Dakota
Market
Blue.
suspended.
Get up to Jerry for the call.
Roller in. And that off.
Market in play.
Best of luck on your retirement, Joey Martin handicap. Biggie the Steel pushed up over the far side of Cuban Grey. Running fast as Model Turpitude, followed by Emerald Harmony. As they race the end of the first furlong, Model Turpitude picks it up, followed by Emerald Harmony, Cuban Grey. Mickey the Steel and Bold Optimist to break then of a few lengths to Hattie's Hill. Only Spoofing is next with the final couple heading for the halfway stage, the Highway Rat and Medlin the Wizard. It's Moral Turpitude who just shaves it from Cuban Grey and Emerald Harmony
Fully
up
matched.
to the pair, being followed by Bold
Fully
Optimist
matched.
and Mickey the Steel, Hattie's Hill. Only Spoofing, the Highway Rat still well back as one behind Medlin the Wizard. Moral Turpitude is battling it out with Emerald Harmony, Cuban Grey coming right at them as Hattie's Hill.
Fully
along
matched.
with Bold Optimist, then the Highway Rat, who's staying on widest of all. The picture is changing quickly. Hattie's Hill with sweeping on the outside. The Highway Rat, who's come from well off the pace. The Highway Rat, top weight wins it from Hattie's Hill.
Market suspended.
Oh, they race away and coming
Market
out. Elmond
suspended.
is quickly into stride.
Market
and
in play.
also Run Boy Run goes through to have the early advantage. Cover Up is there. Ram is towards the right in the white and green
Fully
colours,
matched.
and Rosario, the best turned out winners, on the left, just ahead of Dawny Lake with the red armlets. Indian Run in purple and white is next, and purple and yellow from Completely Random is at the rear of the field. They're below the final 4 furlongs now, and it's Run Boy Run leading. A Ram on the right in the white and green colours. Elmond Jeb on the left of in the blue and white. Extreme left is Rosario. Cover Up
Fully
in
matched.
the centres run
Fully
cleanly
matched.
early on. Dawny Lake behind this, then Indian Run as they have 2 furlongs to go. Completely Random is the back marker. Run Boy Run makes the best of his way home now. He's got a few of these in trouble. Indian Run on the right in the purple sleeves comes with a challenger. Ram in green and white is there.
Fully
Elmond
matched.
Jed behind these. Inside the final furlong now.
Fully matched.
Ram in
Fully
the white
matched.
and green, maybe just in front. 2 Run Boy Run, Indian Run and Elmond Jed, and a Ram in front. The run of seconds comes to an end with a victory. Run Boy Run,
Market
Indian Run.
suspended.
They're back to form from a reducing handicap. Mark Polmore ran in a positive jockey booking on him as well. There's plenty of these that are tough to win with. I think there's just one more, so for the final time and without thanks, we'll go up to Malcolm for the 540.
Martin, yeah, think of the set here. They're off, racing over 6
Market
furlongs for the
suspe-
Limerick
Market
Logistics
in
10th
play.
anniversary handicap. Breaking to the near side, Juryman in company with Happier and Captain Vallows towards the near side. Meanwhile, Hurstwood got a good start towards the far side of the track, gives us subs over there. So
Fully
too is
matched.
better with Ribble Radiant to that side. Meanwhile, in the centre of the track, Cody Red is prominent.
Fully
Just
matched.
Cody Red in the yellow and blue jacket showing the way. So grateful, prominent in the red and white corded jacket towards the right hand side. Ribble Radiant has got a good sit.
Fully
Heroism
matched.
just in behind them with John Kirk up and towards the near side. Juryman in company with Happier as they come down past halfway. So grateful, out in front by about 3 parts of a length to Cody Red, who's giving
Fully
chase
matched.
in second. Juryman is kept going in the green jacket
Fully
towards
matched.
the near side of the track. Kept going on the far side. Hurstwood's trying to get into top gear, but it's still So Grateful.
Fully
As they
matched.
come down inside the final furlong. So Grateful. Juryman is scrapping away behind them. Better's trying to finish off. So Grateful in front as they go inside the final 100 yards, but there's challenges here. Hurstwood to the far side. So Grateful needs the line. Hurstwood, So Grateful just. to Hurstwood in
Market
second.
suspended.
Captain.
Market in play.
Irish National Hunt Flat Race over 2 miles. And sorted themselves out early here. It's Back With Your Own, who shows in front in these very early stages to
Fully
Apple's Jane
matched.
running in second. These are attended in 3rd place by the Striped Jacket.
Fully
of
matched.
Evelyn. And further back then to
Fully
Jetaway
matched.
Nana, who races in 4th on the inside. After Jetaway Nana is another girl with, after these, Sophia Rose and then Hello Jean, who's racing in midfield early
Fully
here on the
matched.
outside of Fullerville, as they see out
Fully
for a
matched.
couple of furlongs. Further back then in the second half of the field, Miss Blanco
Fully
racing
matched.
towards the outside.
Fully matched.
Falaraki.
Fully matched.
Harriet Socks, My Doyen, one from last, and the back marker of the Baker's Dozen is Freeway. So they make the downhill run, and it is Back With Your Own and David Doyle.
Fully
Shows
matched.
the way here by about 3 lengths to Apple's Jane running in
Fully
second,
matched.
Josh Williamson. Then in 3rd place is Evelyn, Rob James, followed by Jetaway Nana, and then another girl and Sophia Rose. After these, as the entire field keep out wide here, is Hello Jean, the Fairy House runner-up,
Fully
followed round
matched. Fully
third
matched.
by Fullerville, and then Miss Blanco as they come up the home straight on the first of 2 occasions here. Back with your own by about a length and a half now to Apples Jane running in second. And then Evelyn on the outside of Jetaway Nana. Another girl is next. Sophia Rose is on that one's inside. And then Hello Jean, who's racing with enthusiasm in that midfield. Followed past the winning post and out on their final circuit by Miss Blanco. And after Miss Blanco is Falaraki, the white face of How You Socks, then My Doyen. Followville is struggling now, has just the one behind, and that one is Freeway. About to go into a left-hand turn that will bring them back to their starting point, and they're past halfway.
Fully matched.
Back with your own from Apples Jane, who's now moving up within about
Fully
a minute on
matched.
the inside. Evelyn tracks these two in third, and then Jetaway Nana
Fully matched.
with
Fully
another
matched.
girl as they continue across to the back straight. Sophia Rose is towards the inside, has had a good position from the drop of the flag, and then Hello Jean, who is starting to edge a bit closer now. Falaraki is the latest one to come under a bit of pressure, dropping back through the field. But the leading bunch are quite tightly grouped here as they race
Fully matched.
down the back. Back with your own from on
Fully
the outside,
matched.
Evelyn. And then Apples Jane, Jetaway Nana, another girl, Sophia Rose, and Hello Jean. My Doyen
Fully
is
matched.
just in behind these with Miss Blanco. Nearing the final half mile now. Back with your own. Still the one to catch here to the sweet travelling Apples Jane on the inside. And then Evelyn with, after these, Jetaway Nana. Look over the shoulder there from jockey Bertie Finn. And then Hello Jean, who's moved into 5th place, followed on the descent by Sophia Rose and another girl who's now off the bridle, being followed by an improving How You Socks. So they're continuing on this long sweeping turn that will bring them into the home straight, and it is Back with Your Own, who's now been headed by Apples Jane. Evelyn's under pressure, but here in the yellow and red comes Hello Jean to tackle the leader. Apples Jane, though, still has the advantage to Hello Jean, and these two have moved about 4
Fully
clear of the
matched.
remainder. Miss Blanco stays on in behind. Apples Jane is at this stage holding the challenge of Hello Jean as they come inside the final furlong. Apples Jane, Hello Jean is having another go on the inside, now gets on terms and picks it up late. Hello Jean forges on close home and gets the breakthrough win. Hello Jean and Jody Townend win the last
set. They're off. Mile and a
Market
quarter for a
suspended.
start. They leave here for the children.
Market
Bury
in
Stud
play.
Fillies trial. Very pale jacket of Binterberg, the orange sleeves of Killing Queen, either side of Wonder Star are the trio that
Fully
lead.
matched.
Ecstatic is in 4th position with Revoir and Winter's Song, the next pair of runners. Like a Lot in the black and white up on the outside. Cecilia Star towards the rear of the field with Protest. They turn out of the back straight, and best turned out winner Killing Queen strides along by a good length and a half. Bintabua running in 2nd place. Green sleeves, a red cap of Wonder Star is around the outside of Revoir. Green jacket and white cap who's taken 3rd on the rail as they turn down the side of the course. Ecstatic in blue and orange is just ahead of Winter's Song in the all blue colours. San Gazelle, white and green, moves along in about 7th position at the moment, very narrowly ahead of Cecilia Star. The last pair of Protest in red, white and blue, and in black and white Like a Lot. But they come to the halfway stage and the turn into the home straight. Killing Queen continues to lead by around about 1 length. Bintabur in 2nd, Wonder Star and Revoir together in 3rd and 4th places. Ecstatic and Winter's Song are together in 5th and 6th places, and then just the orange cap of Cecilia Star ahead of the green and white stripes of San Gazelle. Protest in red moves up the running rail. Like a Lot in black and white has moved to the left towards the outside. They're heading down now below the 3 furlong pole, and Killing Queen and Bintabu are still the pair in front.
Fully matched.
Revoir's right in behind them. Wonder Star
Fully
is next.
matched.
The blue Winter's Song begins a challenge, and now
Fully
San
matched.
Gazelle, one from the left, has moved out to clear daylight. Protest in the red still goes for
Fully
the run up the
matched.
running rail, but Killing Queen is still the leader.
Fully
They
matched.
approach the final furlong. San Gazelle, Revoir and Protest are all coming in hot pursuit. Killing Queen
Fully
now still
matched.
has the lead, 100 yards to go. Nearest to us San Gazelle, between the pair is Revoir. It's still Killing Queen in front, joined on the line though by Revoir.
Market
San Gazelle
suspended.
was next, and